Meet Marcus. 2 years ago, his credit score was 540. He found out standing in a leasing office, holding a pen, while his girlfriend watched the agent slide the application back across the desk. Denied. Today, 780. He didn't get a raise. He didn't inherit a dime. He didn't pay one of those credit repair guys who promise the world and bill you for it. He just figured out what these 5 numbers actually want. And once you see it too, you can do the exact same thing. Here's the first thing nobody tells you. Your credit score is not a grade. It feels like one, 3 digits out of 850 sitting there judging you. But it isn't measuring whether you're a good person or responsible or careful with money. Marcus was all of those things at 540. It's measuring one specific thing, and I'll show you exactly what. FICO, the company that actually builds the score most lenders use, breaks it into 5 pieces, 5 levers. Some are heavy. Pull one and the whole number swings. Some barely matter. And most people spend years yanking on the wrong ones. So let's put your hands on the right ones. Heaviest first. The heaviest lever, by a mile. 35% of the whole score is the simplest one. Did you pay on time? That's it. Not how much you paid, not how clever you were, just when the bill was due, did the money show up? This is the lever that put Marcus at 540. Not fraud, not some disaster. 2 missed payments during a rough stretch after a layoff. 1 card, 1 phone bill that slipped into collections. That's all it took. Because here's how the score treats it. 11 months of perfect payments build your reputation slowly, like drops filling a bucket. 1 missed payment kicks the bucket over. And a late mark can sit on your report for 7 years. So if you only ever do one thing, put the minimum payment on auto pay for every account. Not the full balance, just the minimum. So a busy week never costs you 7 years. This one lever is more than 1/3 of the entire game. The second lever is almost as heavy, 30%. And it's the one Marcus had never even heard of. It's not how much debt you have, it's how much of your available credit you're using right now. FICO's own words, if you're using a lot of your available credit, it may indicate you are overextended. They call it amounts owed. Everyone who actually plays this game calls it utilization. Picture 2 people. Both owe $500 on a card. The first has a $500 limit, maxed out, 100%. The second has a $10,000 limit, using 5%. Same debt, wildly different score. Because the first one looks desperate, and the second looks like they've got room to breathe. And here's the part that feels like a cheat code. The score only looks at the balance reported on your statement date, the day the bill is cut, not the due date. So if you pay the card down a few days before that statement closes, the score sees a tiny balance, even if you run everything through that card. Marcus did exactly that. Same spending, same life. He just paid a few days earlier. His number moved in a single month. Keep this lever under 30%, and under 10 if you can. That's 30 points of your score, sitting on a timer you control. Third lever, 15%, how long your accounts have been open. The average age of everything in your file, your oldest account, your newest, and the mean of all of them. The score wants a track record. Longer looks safer. You've been doing this a while, and nothing blew up. You mostly can't rush this one. Time pulls it, not you. But you can absolutely sabotage it. And this is where good intentions backfire. Marcus nearly did. He had an old card he never used, and he figured, close it, tidy up, be responsible. But that card was his oldest account and a big chunk of his available credit. Closing it would have made his history younger and his utilization worse. 2 levers, wrong direction, in one tidy little mistake. So he left it open. Put one small subscription on it, set to auto-pay. The account stays alive, stays old, keeps working for him, for basically nothing. 4th lever, 10% new credit. How many accounts you've opened lately, and how many times you've applied? Every application lets a lender pull your file. That's a hard inquiry, and it dings the score a little. 1 or 2? No big deal. But open several accounts in a short window, and FICO reads it the way a bank would. Someone suddenly scrambling for money. This is the trap Marcus almost fell into at 540. Panicking, applying for 3 cards in a week to build credit fast. That's the move that digs the hole deeper. New credit is a small lever. Pull it gently and rarely. Last lever, 10% credit mix. Whether you've got different types of credit, a card, a car loan, a student loan, running at once, it's the lightest lever, and honestly, the one to worry about least. FICO likes to see you juggle a revolving card and a fixed loan at the same time, but their words again, it's not necessary to have one of each. So do not go take out a loan you don't need just to impress the algorithm. Paying interest to look good is like buying a gym membership to seem healthy. Marcus never touched this one. It sorted itself out as the rest of his file grew up. Now step back and look at all 5 levers at once. Payment history, utilization, length, new credit, mix. Notice what every one of them is really asking. Not, is Marcus a good person? Not, does he deserve it? They're all asking one question, 5 different ways. How much of a risk is it to lend this person money? That's the whole machine. Your credit score was never a report card. It's a risk score. Every lever is just a different angle on the same question. How likely are you to pay it back? And that's the moment it stopped feeling personal for Marcus. He wasn't being punished. He wasn't bad at money. He was just a risk the system hadn't learned to trust yet. So he stopped trying to be good and started deliberately looking safe. Pay on time. Keep the balances low. Don't close the old stuff. Don't panic apply. 5 moves, 540 to 780. So the next time that number moves and it feels random, it isn't. It's 5 levers, and you now know which ones are heavy and which ones are noise. You don't need a secret. You don't need to pay anyone. The score was never measuring how good you are. It's measuring risk. Lower the risk, and the number has no choice but to follow. Marcus didn't beat the system. He just finally understood what it was asking. Now you do too. Once you see the score as a risk machine, the weird stuff starts making sense. Like this. You can pay off an entire loan, do everything right, and watch your score drop the next month. Same 5 levers. I showed exactly why that happens right here. It's the one that makes this whole thing click. I'm just a guy with a cartoon dog trying to make money make sense. See you next time.